This is James Helder for IFL TV in association with Matt Gym Marbella. I'm at Frederick's Restaurant today for the press conference of Frankie Gavin defending his title against Bradley SKEETE on the Bad Blood card. With me I've got promoter Frank Warren. What's happening, Frank?
Everything's good. We've announced, we announced it a while ago, we had the press conference today for yet another cracking fight on a cracking bill on the 29th of November. So we're really looking forward to that show. And this fight, I think, is going to, go down as being one of the classics along with the others that are on there.
Very interesting, your willingness to match your top prospects and your established fighters against each other of late, Frank.
It's not of late, I've always done it. I don't know where people get that from. I've always done that. We've always made sure we've delivered the fights and made them happen. We don't keep them apart, and there's no reason to. Win or lose, it's not the end of the line for the loser, and people have to understand that.
Where does the winner go from this fight, Frank?
I think the winner of this fight will wind up fighting for a world title, certainly within the the first 6 months of 2015. I really do. I'm out to the WBO convention this week, and we're pushing for the winner to be put into a position where that can happen.
Fantastic card. It's been well documented. The main event seems to be somewhat overshadowed by the chief support recently, Frank. Would you think that's a fair statement?
I think what's happened is that we, because of the postponement of the fight, we flogged it to death as far as press conferences are concerned. I don't know what more we could say, and obviously there was a lot to be said with Billy Joe Saunders and Chris EUBANK JNR. So from that point of view, from a media attention now, that's where it's at. But it's going. They are cracking fights. They're great fights. So is the Liam Walsh and Gary Sykes fight, Frank Buglioni's fight, and quite a few of the others on there. So we've got a fabulous bill there. We've just got an application in to put some more seats in there, which has been approved. So we're going to have more seats in the venue. We're not doing what a lot of people do, selling this. We could have sold this out in a day if we'd have sold all the tickets to the secondary market, but we don't do that. We make sure that that the fans get the tickets and not having to pay premium prices to get the tickets on in that market.
Is there any idea? I know we're 4 weeks away. How is the show selling?
Show's going very well. I mean, I'm not sure the exact number, but I think on the night we're going to be hitting our 20,000.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult was it in matching and getting all these fights agreed on this card, Frank?
Look, you're dealing with all different personalities, and sometimes getting fighters to agree fights is difficult. But a lot of these fights were called for. The heavyweight fight, we made sure that happened because at the end of the day, the winner would fight Klitschko, would be ordered to by the WBO. The fight with Frankie and with Bradley was ordered by the British Boxing Board of Control, and the Chris EUBANK fight, that's just come about because of what's gone on between the two of them over the tweeting, social media over the last few months. And again, the business called for it, so we made that one. Albeit that was a tough fight to finally get sorted out.
Do you think you'd co-promote with Chris EUBANK Sr. in the future, Frank?
Sorry, say that again?
Do you think you'd co-promote on an event with Chris EUBANK Sr. in the future?
I'm in the business of delivering fights to fans, where my promoter's hat, and that's what I always want to do. It's what I'm in the game for, because I'm a fight fan myself, and that's what I want to see happen. Regarding managing fighters, I manage Billy Joe, I manage Frankie Gavin, so obviously, and Derek Chisora, so I've got an interest as their manager, so hopefully that they come through these fights and win them.
As I said, it's a fantastic card, it's great, and it's going to be available to everyone at Boxing Nation. Yeah, it's heating up nicely, isn't it?
It is, and we've got a way to go yet, so we'll have a few more press conferences. We'll get Liam Walsh down and have a chat with him and Gary Sykes. So it's good. It's going to be a real. You have some stamina on the night to watch these fights. I mean, they're all build toppers in their own right.
Will we be going to Brighton fight week, Frank? This is what
you might be. I won't.
So we're 100% not taking this media tour to Brighton.
I am not going to Brighton. If you want to go down to Brighton, you are more than welcome. A bit too chilly for me this time of year.
Am I expecting fight week we will see Billy Joe Saunders?
We will. That's what happens in fight week. If it was good enough for Muhammad Ali, it's good enough for Floyd Mayweather. It's good enough for Sugar Ray Leonard, Marvin Hagler. It's good enough for Chris EUBANK JNR.
Alright, well listen, on that note, fantastic card, some great personalities, and we're looking forward to seeing fight week heat up a little bit.
Lovely.
Cheers, Frank.
Cheers, my son. Bye.